body that's hosted 1,000 lives. Different tenants at the wheel, different versions at the drive. Some morning I'm a believer, next I'm a skeptic with a grudge. Looking back at who I was and wondering who I was judging. The mirror doesn't recognize the face from fire's back. Same eyes, different skin, same skin, different cracks. I scroll through old photos of a stranger wearing my clothes, trying to find a through line, trying to find a prose that connects the angry kid to the man who forgave, the lover to the loner, the coward to the brave. But the thread keeps snapping, keeps tangling, keeps hiding in the dark. Every version of myself leaves a different set of marks on the timeline, on the people, on the choices that I made. And I can't find a receipt for the person that I paid to be. Me in that moment, was it me or just a storm? Was it me or just a chemical that hadn't found its norm? This vessel's been occupied by a riot and by peace, by the will to live and simultaneously the release of wanting out, of wanting more, of wanting to forget the person in the memory I never really met. We're all hosting thousands in a single skin, strangers to the selves we've been. Elephant in every room, no one says it out loud, but the gigs connect is the connection. We're all hosting thousands in a single skin, strangers to the selves we've been. Elephant in every room, no one says it out loud, but the gigs connect is the connection. I've been the lover who burned bridges with the same hands that built them, the healer who couldn't heal himself, the guilt that couldn't quilt them into a cohesive story, a linear descent from who I was to who I am, but who I am keeps bending. The architecture of identity was never built to last. It's scaffolding and duct tape, it's futures from the past, rearranged and painted over, hoping no one sees the seams, the cracks, the evidence that none of us are freeze. Framed in permanence with rivers wearing different banks, depending on the rainfall, depending on the things or lack thereof we're given, depending on the company. I've been the life of parties and a ghost who couldn't be in the same room with himself. Both real, both true, both occupying different days, wearing different shoes. And when I run into the person I was 3 marches ago, I don't recognize the wiring, don't recognize the flow of decisions that felt vital, felt like life or death. Now look like fever dreams I had while catching breath. We're all hosting thousands in a single skin, strangers to the selves we've been. Elephant in every room, no one says it out loud, but the disconnect is the connection. We're all hosting thousands in a single skin, strangers to the selves we've been. Elephant in every room, no one says it out loud, but the disconnect is a connection. And here's the thing that breaks me open, here's the thing that holds the paradox together. We all feel this, but the modes we pour ourselves into pretend we're singular, consistent. We perform a solid self while secretly we kiss the truth that we're a crowd, of course, a committee without minutes. No minutes of agreement on who's speaking and who's in it right now. And the silence around us, the elephant that breathes in every room, at every table, underneath the eaves of every conversation about how are you for real. We say I'm fine because the truth is way too hard to kneel before and pray to the truth is I don't know who's driving. Most days could be grief, could be joy, could be the surviving instinct dressed as confidence, could be the child who still believes in something better while the idol pays the bills. We're all just rotating through each other, sharing skin, and the fact we never mention it, that's where the disconnect begins, but also where it ends. Because if everyone's a crowd, then no one's alone in the noise, the silence isn't allowed. So when the elephant in every room is actually the proof that underneath the strangers, underneath the aloof performance of a single self, we're all the same parade, different flows, different faces, but the same fear being played. And that fear that we're alone in the fragmentation dies the second we admit it lives in everyone's eyes. We're all hosting thousands in a single skin, strangers to the selves we've been. Elephant in every room, no one says it out loud, but the disconnect is the connection. We're all hosting thousands in a single skin, strangers to the selves we've been. Elephant in every room, no one says it out loud, but the disconnect is the connection. So here's to the strangers we used to be, and the strangers we're becoming. Here's to the crowd inside the chest, always drumming, always humming. We're not one, we're many, and that many is the only thing that's ever held. no cigarette until the end next time. What's his name? Kale.
If you're still searching, don't just walk away. Nameless wishes are sleeping here.
Shadows of voices falling down, silent prayers without a sound. Too deep for words to ever hold. I sang them where the melodies glow.
Not gold, not jewels. What I needed to leave behind was the feeling that never died.
If you can find it, then come find it in the heart of the boreal. Even the wishes words could never carry, I left them all inside. If you can find it, then come find it. Even the light you cannot see, even the memories no hands could ever reach, I left them here for you to find.
If there's still a little flame alive inside your chest, it will lead you here.
If you can find it, then come find it in the heart of the boreal. Even the wishes words can never carry, I left them all inside. If you can find it, then come find it. Even the light you cannot see, even the memories no hands could ever reach, I left them here for you to find.
Deep in Zavoria, I left it all behind.